We all know how stressful life can get and how quickly things can get a little bit out of control. It's so easy to blame things on other people or on the circumstances around you. Stepping up and taking responsibility for what's going on in your life is one of the most important things you will ever do and one of the best. When you own what's happening in your life, you can really start to shape your future. So what does it mean to take responsibility for your actions? Essentially, this means acknowledging the role you play in your own life, the good bits and the bad bits. Rather than looking around for someone or something else to blame, you must accept that you are in charge of what is going on. Sure, other people and factors have an influence, but you are responsible for your own actions and anything that happens within the boundaries of your control. This means apologizing when you have done something wrong, or at least acknowledging why someone may be expecting an apology from you. It means accepting that your own actions may have led you to the situation you're in now, whether you like it or not. The good news is that it also means celebrating yourself when you do something great. Own that amazing presentation you did at work and take responsibility and credit for the hard work you put into it. Be proud of yourself when you succeed at something. So it's not all doom and gloom. Acknowledging your actions can also mean giving yourself the respect you deserve. We've all heard various quotes about being responsible for your own happiness, and there is so much truth in this. By stepping up and accepting that your actions have consequences, you can find ways to make those consequences positive. By realizing that you are in charge of your own life, you'll find it much easier to start creating and maintaining your own happiness. 5 ways to start taking responsibility. 1. Stop blaming others. For one, it gets boring very quickly. Even people who adore you will get bored of you constantly blaming others for things that are within your control. Secondly, it's exhausting for you. Shifting the blame makes you feel shifty a lot of the time, right? We often know when we're pushing the blame onto someone else, and it can leave us feeling pretty guilty and drained. It's unfair on the other person you're blaming things on, and it's also unfair on you. 2. Stop making excuses. Much like blaming other people, making excuses allows you to shirk responsibility for how a situation has turned out. Of course, there are things that are out of your control, but there is a lot that is within your control too. Maybe you're late to meet a friend for dinner. Instead of bemoaning the traffic on your journey, just be honest and say that you didn't leave enough time or factor in the rush hour jams. And to avoid having to make excuses in the first place, think of ways that you can build contingency into your plans. Ask how you can be prepared for things to go awry. What is your plan B? What can you do to avoid inconveniencing others? 3. Stop bemoaning your situation. Sure, your life may suck in some ways, but if all you ever do is talk about how much it sucks, nothing much is going to change. Again, not everything is within your control, but where you do have control, you must be willing to take it. Moaning about your situation is often the same as waving a white flag and accepting it as permanent and insurmountable. You have more power than you realize. 4. Follow through on promises and commitments. Did you say you would do something? Then do it. Be someone who is true to their word and whose promises mean something. Sure, if something pressing comes up, you can explain to the other person why you are unable to do whatever it is you said you'd do. But these times should be few and far between, and the reasons for them must be genuine and important. That means you can't cancel dinner plans because you had a crummy day at work. The world should not come to a standstill so easily. Part of this is knowing when not to make firm commitments or promises that you know you will not be able to keep. Be a realist and only say that you'll do something if you really want to or intend to do it. 5. Know what you really want in life. A big part of taking responsibility for your life is knowing what sort of life you wish to lead. Sure, that can be hard to figure out at times, but it is a process that you should try to stick with and go through as many times as is necessary for you to form concrete and realistic aims for your life. Thank you for watching the video. Like and subscribe for more videos like this.